First of all, is assets implementation something that happens a lot, or assets are still rather rare to implement?
It's pretty common. It's something we suggest pretty often. I would say like 80% of the time, just because there's so much utility there. And even if you're not a huge enterprise company, there's so much you could do with assets. If it's an IT team, it's like always a suggestion. Even if it's a marketing HR team and they have some kind of context or data to store, a lot of times there is use case for that. So it's something we do recommend. It really depends on if you have pre-existing data, or if you're starting from scratch, or if you're maybe migrating from a spreadsheet. Those are all kind of different levels of difficulty to get that information into assets. But once that migration does happen, every company that ends up using it and automating with it and linking information, pulling context from assets to Jira, they absolutely love using it.
And the next one is going to be a tough one. So when we move a whole company's data into a new system, it takes time, it takes energy. I don't know if it takes some downtime, you tell me, but what is actually the real payoff there? Like, what's the return of investment here?
Yeah, there's usually no downtime. The migration itself, after everything's prepped, can happen within a couple of hours. And within that time window, really nothing gets shuffled around, or we try to put everything on pause and nothing does get shuffled around. So downtime is pretty much non-existent when it comes to assets, except for like systems that might have direct local IP scans or something. That might be a little bit different, but those are, you kind of have to plan for downtime with those types of environments. That being said, when you do run a migration into Jira Assets, if it's from a spreadsheet, if it's from a very simple tool and it's like migrated or exported to a spreadsheet into Jira, those actually tend to be very simple in terms of the migration piece. Really the big thing when it comes to implementing any new tool, but also assets, is sort of the adoption of the new process and the new system. So we put a pretty big emphasis on training, making sure that everyone actually knows how to use the new tool, the new way of work, understands it fundamentally, how it works, how it's set up, but also the adoption of it over time. So one thing that we've been putting a lot more focus on is, once we get this implemented, once we get everybody trained, once everybody knows how to use it, how do we make sure in the long term that this is actually used and actually adopted by whoever is using it in the organization? Otherwise, you end up with a phenomenal tool, phenomenal implementation, and it's completely pointless unless someone actually uses it on a daily or regular basis moving forward. If you build it out and people start deferring back to a spreadsheet, you kind of wasted your time there. So a big part of it is the making sure the adoption is there and the teams are using the new tool, new system that was built. Real quick, I know this looks like a lot, and if you'd rather just have me and my team help implement exactly what I'm showing you in this video, that is exactly what we do. We're currently opening up 4 more slots for our Jira strategy. We only run 4 of these per month. If you're interested, hit the first link in the description below.